today, and would you consider this one of your best defensive performances this year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were connected defensively more than we've been all year. Gave up the fewest amount of points this season. So, yeah, just connected and active. Really talked about moving on the flight of the ball. Like on the pass, we move and you stay as low as the ball. We did a much better job of that.
You've needed to put Liz back in the starting five with Temi out these last two. What stood out to you about how she's been able to step right in seamlessly and hit the ground running?
Yeah, just really, really proud of what she's done. She's been so consistent. You know, even when I didn't start her, she came in, did exactly what we needed her to do. And then these last couple games, like she's really stepped it up and played really well for us.
Sandra, or Alexa, whoever's got it, sorry.
When the players were up here, you could just tell the relief. Like, Liz came out and before really even saying anything, she's like, we won.
Right.
What was it like in just the locker room after the game, those moments to, especially being at home and being able to celebrate?
Yeah, I'm just so happy for the players. I mean, like I said earlier, like these guys just keep showing up and going to work. And it went our way tonight. But they were the reason. They stepped up on the defensive end of the floor, all of them. You know, we've been giving up so many threes every game. I think we had 2 tonight. So just, you know, their attention to detail and focus on this end tonight was why we got this win.
They had said when they were up here that they were just tired of talking about being better defensively. Have you felt that from them in the previous few days leading up to this game?
They were tired of talking about it?
They were tired of talking about it, so they just came out and did it.
Well, we're going to continue to talk about it because it worked, right? Yeah, we'll keep talking about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow, you know, before we play New York. I'll stop talking about it when they get a little bit more consistent with it.
I think, James, you want to go ahead? Or
That's funny. Yeah, we're going to talk about it even more now.
Christie, what do you think of just the play Aaliyah Boston had against Camila Cardoso, game on the line, and she has that moment? What do you think that does for not only this game, but just her confidence in the season she's kind of going through?
Yeah, I was talking to her after the game, and I was so proud of her because, you know, she had that big and one that was huge right there at the end, and then knocked down that free throw. You know, she's more worried about being 4 for 14, and that's hurting the team, and that's who she is. You know, that's what she goes, Coach, I got to make those shots. You know, we have to continue to play through our bigs. We did that last year, and we've got to do that again. It just opens everything up. It gives us, we've got 5 people in double digits. You know, I've got 3 players with 8 or 9 rebounds. You know, we've got to just keep playing together as a team.
And then Kennedy Carter got a hit in on Caitlin in the third quarter. What do you think of the play, and have you had any conversations with officials or even Caitlin herself about how to handle moments like that?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of her for not reacting. You know, that was a moment, you know, she's a competitor, and she kept her cool, and I'm so, you know, that's exactly what she needed to do in that moment in this game. It was a tight game. Like, we didn't need to, you know, but she handled it amazing. You know, I'm going to go back and look at it. I'll probably send it into the league. That's what we keep doing. We just keep sending all these clips into the league, and they keep telling us why we're not right about our calls, or what we think. But we're going to keep doing it. These guys are going to start getting calls. They've got to start getting calls.
Chloe. I'll call on Annie. Annie, hold on. Chloe, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, you've talked a lot about having those close games last year. You lost a lot of them last year. Just what does it mean to be able to pull out a 1-point victory early this season?
Chloe, it's amazing. Okay, I'll just keep just a win with what our players have gone through and our team has gone through with this schedule. Just to get this win at home, the crowd was amazing. I mean, the possession where Erica Wheeler and Kelsey had the tip pass, the place erupted. I mean, that just gives you so much juice. It's really exciting. You know, these guys are going to stick with us if we keep playing hard, keep getting wins. We're going to get some practice time when we come back from New York, which is going to be huge. And rest. We're going to get rest.
Annie, go ahead.
So you thought that play should have been reviewed?
I thought my players thought it should be reviewed. I couldn't see it. Thank God I didn't have it, so I can't really answer. But I'm going to go with them, and when they obviously thought it was a reviewable play.
Christie, Caitlin said she's gotten to the point where she's accepted those are going to happen, but what needs to be better done to protect her? Because we've seen those game in and game out right now.
I'm trying not to get fined. We're just going to keep sending these possessions to the league and these plays, and hopefully they'll start, taking a better look at some of the things that we see happening or we think is happening. just more happy that Caitlin handled it the way she did. She, it's tough, to keep getting hammered the way she does and to not get rewarded with free throws or, just a foul call. Like she's continuing to fight through that. And that's what, appreciate that from her. Really, really proud of her for doing that.
Alexa.
Christie, 9-2 run to end the first half. How did you guys carry that momentum into the second, especially because Kelsey had 7 of those points?
Yeah, I thought there were times I wrote on the board resiliency. Right when we came out from half, we've had some hard starts where we just couldn't get going. I thought we were having one of those moments, and I was about to call a timeout, and I didn't need to do that. They came together. They made the adjustment. We got, a couple baskets in transition. That is growth. Those are the moments that are growth for me, and that's what really happy they were able to come together and fight through that adversity.
You're good. Just given that you guys have such a quick turnaround, how do you, as a coaching staff, prepare the team? And you've done it back and back before, but obviously it's like now at the tail end of this crazy stretch. But does it make it easier, I guess, coming off of a win and hoping to build off of that as well?
Yeah, anytime you win, that makes everything feel a lot better. But going to New York on a back-to-back, and then this is our second back-to-back in the same week. These guys they're clawing and they're fighting. And that's all I can ask them to do. And they did that till the end tonight, and they'll do it again tomorrow, regardless of who the competition is.
Coach, you kind of spoke about this briefly. Your team had 5 offensive starters with double-digit scoring. Could you just speak about that? What did that mean for your team?
Yeah, it's great when you can get across the board your starters, getting the touches. And I can't wait to go back and watch, but like we shot, 39% from the field and 24 from the 3. We missed some wide open shots that we're going to start hitting. We're tired, our bodies are exhausted. Maybe that's going to play. And when we get some rest, we are going to hit those shots. We hit those shots. If we just hit half those shots, we go up, we're 10-12 ahead of them at halftime, So we're just trying to, wade through this, get through it, get home, get some rest, and then be able to get to practice some of these things that we keep talking about in here.
Got last 2 on Zoom, Jim Conlon, then Willie.
Hi, Coach. Coach, fantastic win tonight. They say there's lessons to be learned in defeat, but there's also lessons to be learned in victories as well. And is the lesson that you'll take away from the 4th quarter is maybe game management coming down the stretch? Yeah,
for sure. Those are the times where in the past we've really struggled to get some stops when we needed to. We were able to do that tonight. I know we took a shot. I don't remember. Kelsey took a shot late. I was really hoping we would try to go downhill with that, but it was a good look for her. She's a great shooter. It was a great look for her. We got to put people on their heels more in those moments and try to get to the free throw line. But, she's a great shooter. She came off that pin down by Liz, and it was a good look. I think there was only 4 seconds on the shot clock. But yeah, game management, getting stops is huge for us in those moments.
Last one, Willie.
Thank you. Christie, you just mentioned in the previous question about finally getting home and practice these things. After the last game, somebody asked you about your care for the organization and the players. You took a pause to sort of answer it, and I thought you answered it great. I know you said it's for the players, but will you take a moment to appreciate how hard you've been trying to bring this together? You really are playing one every 1.8 days. You really don't even have a day between to prepare. Will you take a moment to sort of appreciate what you're trying to do with a lot of the fire that you've been catching? I don't know if you see, just in general.
Well, we play New York tomorrow at 7, so I'm gonna take it though. I'm gonna enjoy this one. This was a good one. Listen, I coach for the 12 that are in the locker room. That's what I do this for. I'm passionate. I'm emotional. It feeds. I hope that feeds onto them. The way I am with them, but you said it, man, like playing every other day, it's tough and it's taking a toll on their body. So for them to get this win right here at the end of this stretch, just so freaking proud of them for that. Just fighting through and being able to come up with this win at home is huge.
All right.
Thank you.